A love for art is a love for story. The love for the arts, I think it can be found in my love for stories and like in history. I love walking through art galleries. People do yoga and they think that's meditating. I'm like, no. Walk through an art gallery and just like take in what people are doing. Hello, my name is Katrina. I'm a designer, community manager, and curator. I do a lot of side projects, mainly things like initiatives. I'm also helping plan a hackathon this year. I'm doing some interface work, but also collaborating with people internationally and at different events and stuff was really cool. So for creator spaces, it's really about bringing together GBDA, being able to create a space where we're all able to see what everybody else is up to in their free time, who people really are, not just the student. And originally it was created in order to solve the gap where we are all here as students, but we don't know who we are as creators, which means we can't collaborate with one another, lift one another up, and encourage each other to work harder. It manifests in many forms though. So I mean, there is the gallery, there's Slack, there's the blog, and hopefully all those things will eventually unite better, but it's a process. I guess it all started with a conversation that I had with people, and they were talking about how they didn't know what other people were up to creatively. And I was like, you know what, if I can just put that together, it'd be awesome. So I went on Facebook that evening, I posted in the general GBDA group, I'm like, it'll be up in 2 weeks, get excited folks. And then I was like, oh no, I need to actually put it together, it needs to be real. So I reached out to the Accelerator Center, they gave me some space there. Once I realized I had something that people really liked, I decided, okay, let's do it again. Every time that I asked somebody for work, they were so thankful that somebody wanted to see their work and to display it. And then when I'd be sitting in the gallery and like people would come through and be like, oh, who did this piece? I'd be like, oh, this person works on this. And sharing their story with other people just got excited about what other students were up to. I don't really even submit my own work to the gallery because it's about lifting other people up. There was like moments of community that formed from that, and I got to meet so many amazing creators through it. My real work is bringing people together, and that's probably the best thing. I think that I've always had like an appreciation for art, but then when I came into first year and I used the Illustrator pen tool for the first time, it changed the way I see the world, which is so stupid. I would like be walking down a path and I'd be like, okay, if I started the pen stroke here and I ended it there and I pulled it this much, then that's how I would draw this path if I wanted to do that. I was addicted. I was up until like 3 in the morning doing Illustrator work. My eyes would be burning. I'd be crying because it's just like my eyes tearing up from staring at the screen for that long. In terms of like a week in the life of Katrina, I spend a lot of time on the go. I'm basically out of the house for 12 hours a day, at least, because I'm out talking to people on campus. I'm constantly trying to go and reach out. If there's an event happening in the Accelerator Center, I'm gonna go from every room to room and be like, hey guys, there's something happening. Go downstairs and check it out. Because people need that, like that spark to go ahead and do something. Just like chilling in cafes is my time to reflect, thinking about, okay, what do I wanna do? What do I care about? What should I continue working on? What should sort of just fizzle out? During the summer, I never had to buy dinner because I would just go to a talk every night. Every time somebody would start a conversation with me, they'd be like, so you were taking a lot of notes during this, because I always have a notebook with me and everything goes in there. I'll just go back through them and be like, oh, okay, right, this happened there. My notebooks are like my important space for like just figuring out what's happening, making sense of big problems, bringing them down. So for the future of creator spaces, I hope that it becomes something more permanent, something that's real and always here on campus, even if it takes a different form. And for people to really be always comfortable with sharing their work and excited to share every step of the way. It's so cool to see the person who's really succeeding, but how about like that first Illustrator thing that you do, like your first like daily UI challenge? Those should be celebrated as well because it's a journey, but then that's always inspiring a community that's open to sharing their work. So in terms of my future and what I hope to do after this, I want to take another year of university. I'm just taking random courses on main campus that sort of delve more into like the traditional art side of things. All of the internships that I got really excited for were really in line with what Creator Spaces is, like building communities around art and through expression, which throws me off because I'm like, but I'm supposed to be a designer, that's why I'm in GBDA. But I think that designing solutions on how to bring people together, that's sort of what I want to work on. And if that's a digital product, cool. If that's just running events, awesome. I'm up for whatever solves that gap in whatever space I'm working in. Thank you for watching. Find me on Twitter at @cat_Schouten or check out Creator Spaces at www.creatorspaces.xyz. Cheers, guys.